Hi everyone, I'm Ben Kottler, and we're so glad that you're joining us at the Mill Creek Alliance for another MCA Café. It's where we occasionally get together for a short exploration to better understand and manage water and environmental quality. The Mill Creek Alliance is a nonprofit organization in Cincinnati, Ohio, and we champion the Mill Creek Watershed as a natural and community asset. Let's get started, thinking about what's typically found in a watershed. If you recall from our previous MCA Café, What is a Watershed? We noted that your watershed is a single system. Analyzing is to break down a large system into smaller parts to more easily examine and better understand them. Doing so will allow you to better evaluate, plan, and manage your part of the whole ecosystem. Ever see something like this in your watershed? It's likely that you have. It's an area that is nearly entirely built structures and street. But can you describe it as an ecosystem feature and how it interacts with other parts of your watershed, both built and natural? How do we analyze these built places or any of these other diverse ecosystems from across the United States? There's a simple approach that'll help you get started, prompt you for what to look for, and help you stay organized in this analysis. I'd like to begin with a common concept from the ancient world that there were four classic elements: earth, air, water, and fire. Slightly modifying that ancient model, we can construct a four-part model composed of earth, air, water, and a biosphere for all the living things. Environmental scientists would describe the water as being in a hydrosphere, the air in an atmosphere, and the earth in a lithosphere, which includes soil and bedrock found in the crust of the earth. This model fits with the three states of matter described in chemistry: solid, liquid, and gas. The different parts of the environment, well, they all interact with one another, exchanging chemicals and energy. Let's do this first analysis together. We'll use the four-part model, and I included it on the right side of this image. Let's see if we can analyze this cityscape that we said was virtually entirely built. The atmosphere in this image looks good. I see clear blue sky. I don't see any funky colors that suggest that there's any kind of pollution that we can see. I see wispy clouds and I see contrails from a jet plane. Other than for that, I don't see any hydrosphere other than for those clouds. This image seems to be primarily lithosphere materials derived from rock and soil. Any concretes derived from rock aggregate, asphalt streets, a petroleum product, and I don't see any permeable surface for water or plants to get through. The biosphere, well, no, I don't really see any unless you count those trees way off in the distance. Let's try another, where you can use this four-part system to analyze this residence and a field that you typically find in a watershed. If you like, you can pause this video, take a minute to try it on your own, and come back and I'll tell you my thoughts. Pause the video if you like. In this image, you see the atmosphere is really different than the one in the last image. We see rain clouds in this one. The hydrosphere, yes, it includes these rain clouds, but actually the majority of it is in the soil. The lithosphere, well, my geologist friends would complain that unfortunately it's covered by vegetation, but clearly the soil has to be good enough for there to be a grassy field. We even see it sloping towards us. And some of the materials, some of the rock materials, no doubt were used to construct the residence that you see. In terms of the biosphere, well, the biosphere contributed wood that is likely in the framing of that house. It includes the grassy field, which is primarily a monoculture, includes the trees in the background. Let's try one last one analyzing this part of a watershed. If you like, you can pause the video and take a minute to see how your analysis is of these 4 parts. Stop the video if you like. In this image, you see the atmosphere here also looks clear. You see there's some variation between storm clouds in the back and some clearing in the front, but again, no unusual colors that indicate pollution. In this, you see the hydrosphere is the first time we're seeing standing water in a pond. To my eye, it looks a little greenish, which might indicate some water quality concerns. The lithosphere includes the built path on the right. It also includes the impervious clays underneath the pond that are retaining the water in it. The biosphere in this image is among the most diverse that we've seen. It includes aquatic plants, it includes a variety of trees, people, and their pets. Well, if you'd like to know more, you can try doing these 4-part analyses of even more places in your watershed. I introduced you to 4 simple concepts with big words. You can search the internet for those words for fascinating images and information related to atmosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. We'll come back to the MCA Café for more videos about environmental restoration, education, and recreation. Thanks for joining us. Get involved and get in touch with us with any questions and ideas you have about watersheds. Hope to see you again. Take care.